Welcome back, children. So coming to today's class, we'll be studying about defects of human eye and its correction. So here correction is made by making use of proper lenses. So the first slide shows you the basic construction of human eye. We have already studied this. It consists of a crystalline lens held by help of ciliary muscles, which can adjust the focal length of eye so that image is formed on retina whether you place the object at near point or far point. So for a normal human eye without any defects, we know near point is 25 centimeter. As we have already discussed, for children the distance of near point can be less than 25 centimeter, but for an adult human being it is 25 centimeter. And far point is infinity. So when object is at far point, image is formed on the retina. The ability of ciliary muscles to adjust the focal length of eye so that image is always formed on retina anywhere you place between near and far point is nothing but called as accommodation. Now let us look into the basic defects of human eye which can be corrected by using different lenses. So here we are studying about 4 different types of defects: hypermetropia, myopia, astigmatism and presbyopia. Now let's start with the first defect, that's called hypermetropia or farsightedness. So this is a defect in which a person cannot see near objects clearly. Nearer objects which are placed at 25 centimeter are giving you a blurred vision, while far objects appear in sharp focus or clear. So since near objects are unclear, the defect is with his near point. Generally the near point of this person becomes greater than 25 centimeter. The image of an object which is placed at near point is formed behind the retina. Okay, it is not formed on retina to get a sharp focus, it is formed behind retina. And the cause of this defect, this defect arises because of 2 reasons. Either the focal length of the eye lens is too large, that means due to increase in the focal length of eye lens, or the eyeball has become too short so that the light rays from a nearby object, say if you are keeping it at point N, cannot be brought to focus on the retina. As I told you, they form the image beyond retina. So since the image is formed behind retina, we need to converge the rays and bring them back to the retina. So for correcting this defect, we'll be using a converging lens or a convex lens. Look at the method of determining the focal length for the correction. So first we have to determine what is the near point of this person. Say the near point is X. So prescribe a lens such that if an object is placed at 25 centimeter, we know 25 centimeter is a regular near point for a normal human eye. The image should be formed at its near point. So if suppose his near point is 50 centimeter, if you keep an object at 25, image should be formed at 50. And if image is at 50, the image will be formed on the retina. So if U is minus D, that is D is 25 centimeter, then V should be equal to minus X. Minus indicates both are formed on the same side of the eye lens. So use lens formula. You will get the correction formula as 1 by F is equal to 1 by D minus 1 by X. Since X is always greater than capital D, focal length will always be positive. And we know for positive focal length is for which type of lens? A converging lens. Now you can clearly see this diagram. A near point of a hypermetropic person. See the image, if you keep an object at N, which is greater than 25 centimeters in the first diagram, it is forming the image on the retina. Object is placed at N, which is greater than 25 centimeter. So image is on retina. So he is having a defect with the near point. Now what we have to do is, you have to prescribe a lens for him. What type of lens did we prescribe? A converging lens. In the second diagram you can see, if you keep the object at 25 centimeter, N dash represents the 25 centimeter from eye lens. So when your object is at N dash, where is the image formed? It is not formed on retina, it is actually converging beyond retina. Since it is converging beyond retina, it becomes blurred and unclear. So for correction, we are using a converging lens. This is your converging lens, so that if you keep an object at N dash, image will be formed at N. Again I repeat, if object is at 25 centimeter, image is formed at N. we know whenever image is formed at n in the first case, the final image is on retina. So here also the final image is on retina. So this is how you can correct the defect by using this convex lens or a converging lens. Now look at the second defect, which is called as myopia or nearsightedness. Sometimes it's also referred to as short-sightedness. So this is a defect in which a person can see near objects clearly while distant objects appear blurred. Okay, it is exactly opposite to hypermetropia. So in such a defective eye, the image of a distant object in the sense object at infinity, is formed in front of retina. See, in the previous case, we have seen images formed beyond retina. This image will be formed ahead of retina. Since it is not forming on retina, again the person cannot see these objects clearly which are coming from infinity, and the defect is with far point. In general, the far point of this person is less than infinity. For a normal human eye it is infinity, but for this person it is less than infinity. So in order to correct it, so since image is formed in front of retina, we have to push back the image onto the retina. It is corrected by using a diverging lens or a concave lens. So to determine the appropriate focal length for a myopic person, find out what is his far point. Say it is y. So when your object is at infinity, image should be formed at his far point. Because if image is at far point, it can be focused on retina. So u is minus infinity, v should be minus y. So use the lens formula, you will get focal length is equal to minus y, where y is the far point of that particular person. So if you just know the far point, you can prescribe what is the focal length for correcting the defect. Say if far point is 50 centimeter, focal length should be minus 50. That means it should be a diverging lens with focus length equal to 50 centimeter. Now this diagram shows you the defect and its correction. See, generally if object is at infinity, in the second diagram, when a parallel beam of rays are coming from infinity, image is not formed on retina, it is formed in front of a retina. That is the defect. So if you keep at some distance, okay, so in the first diagram you can see that distance at which you are keeping the object, which is nothing but y. This is your distance y, the far point of this person. Where is the image formed here? On retina. So determine what is value of y for this person. Next time we will be using a correcting lens. Okay, the correcting lens is a concave lens, so that if you keep the object at y, image is formed at infinity and the image on the retina is again retrieved. So this is how correction is made for a myopic person. Coming to the remaining two defects, one is astigmatism. So this is a defect because of loss of curvature of the eye. Okay, generally we need to have certain curvature for a human eye. So if the outer curvature of the surface of the eye is not having a required amount of curvature, then there will be a distorted vision. Okay, distorted vision in the sense a person cannot simultaneously focus on vertical and horizontal lines. If vertical lines are clear, horizontal lines will become unclear. Okay, I'll show you the defect in the next diagram. This defect is due to the cornea that is not perfectly spherical. Okay, because cornea is not perfectly spherical, you cannot focus on both vertical and horizontal lines. Let's look at the diagram to understand the defect. The first one is image is formed on retina. It is not the defect because of the shift of image in front or behind the retina. If you keep a wire mesh in front of a person suffering from astigmatism, look at the nature of image. So image is not perfectly straight. If vertical lines are proper, horizontal lines are bending like hyperbolas. So this defect we call it as astigmatism. And because this defect is due to loss of curvature of the eyeball, it can be corrected by using cylindrical lenses. Okay, a cylindrical lens is cut to add the curvature to the eye. So the required curvature, whatever is missing for a human eye, is added by using a cylindrical lens. So in the second diagram you can see if you are using a cylindrical lens, the defect is corrected. So this defect we call it as astigmatism. Now come to the last defect. This is called presbyopia. It is another form of farsightedness which occurs mainly because of the rigidity of ciliary muscles. So with growing age, the ciliary muscles will lose its power of accommodation. They don't adjust the focal length of the eye and when object is brought from infinity to near point. So this defect may lead to either farsightedness or both farsightedness as well as short-sightedness. Then for such type of people who are suffering from it, we know it can be corrected by using either concave or convex lenses. If the person has both myopia and hypermetropia, in such a case we prescribe bifocals. So we know in bifocals, upper part of the lens is made up of concave lens for distant vision and lower part of the lens is made up of convex lens for reading purpose, that means for near sight vision. So this is how you can correct presbyopia by making use of bifocals. So these are the main 4 defects of eye which can be corrected by using proper lenses.